Hey, before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Hey, what's up Transformers fans, geek gals, and geek guys? Welcome back to another episode of Transformers Time Warp. Happy holidays, I'm Mike, and today I wanted to talk to you in the light of last week's video about X-Transbots Menasor trailer. We had some good discussion following that in the comments section, and I wanted to share with you where I buy my Transformers. As you may or may not know, the Transformers Masterpiece line started in 2003, as you can see here on Takara Tomi's official website. And I didn't get involved in this line of toys. I didn't know this kind of toy even existed, this level, this quality, until mid-2017. So since 2017, I've been buying from all over the place. And since I first started collecting Transformers Masterpiece toys, my collection has expanded to include Transformers Prime toys, as well as Transformers books and accessories. Okay, so I don't remember exactly how I found out about Transformers Masterpiece toys, but being an 80s kid who didn't get all the Transformers that he would have liked to have had, I saw this as an opportunity to collect the Transformers in a new line without having to stick to the old retro looks of the toys that, were kind of clunky and didn't necessarily represent the bots on screen. So my first revelation as far as online e-tailers went was BigBadToyStore.com. When I found this place online, it just blew my mind wide open. I thought it was so cool that there was this online toy store that wasn't, Toys R Us or KB Toys or any of those mainstream toy stores, but here was a privately owned, hobby-based, passion-driven toy store called BigBadToyStore.com, which was just such a cool name when I first saw it. So the first bot I got was Bumblebee with Spike in the exosuit. That was me dipping my toe into the waters of Transformers Masterpiece toys. And it didn't disappoint. So for that Christmas, I asked for my second Transformers toy, Road Rage. Wow, she's on pre-order. They're re-releasing her, I guess. That's interesting. Arriving this month. Huh. Okay. Everything old is new again. Hence one of the problems with our Transformer collecting community, huh? All right, anyway, Road Rage proved to be a little bit more challenging and a little bit more finicky in the transformation from alt mode to bot mode. But when all was said and done, I was still impressed with the character. She's still one of my favorites to this day. I just wanted to point out a couple of different pages here on BigBadToyStore.com if you're not familiar with the site. They have their official section for Transformers here on the main page. And that'll take you to all of the various Transformers lines that they have, at least the bigger ones, on this page here. So they've got, a lot of Transformers to offer. And that's very cool when you're trying to find the official versions of things. And also from the main page, just travel over to the More button, click that, and scroll down to Themes, Third Party. Now that means third-party Transformers. So there you go. Now you start to see Warbatron and, MMC. Here's X-Transbots and their infamous trailer. So on and so forth. And you can also pre-order those Sharkticons that I reviewed a couple weeks ago. So if you're looking for some cool looking Sharkticons, these bots are pretty awesome. And they are individual characters, surprisingly. They're not all just clones one of another. So if you're interested in that, check out my review on the Sharkticons and the Quintesson Scientist from Impossible Toys and iGear. But moving on from there, I then found out about a couple of sites. I think I found out about tfsource.com, toydojo.com, The Chosen Prime. Those were some of the earliest ones that I actually discovered. But the two biggies that I really remember buying from early on were Big Bad Toy Store and tfsource.com. It was a whole new world of trying to figure out, what all this collecting community had to offer. and TF Source had TF Source points that you could earn from your purchases. The Chosen Prime had something similar, Roller's Stash, I don't know, something. They both had like stack systems where you could save up your purchases and then ship them all at once, so you didn't have to get hit with shipping charges every single time you bought something. But TF Source definitely had points. I'm not sure if the Chosen Prime did, but the Chosen Prime at the time, I had troubles paying for my stuff, so I wasn't really able to buy very easily from them. So I went with a lot of TF Source stuff. And coming into the collecting game late, I had a lot of ground to try to make up for, hence the MixelPix YouTube show name, Transformers Time Warp, where I was going to show bots that weren't necessarily out anymore, or at least hard to find and seemed like they weren't available any longer. Filling in these bots in my collection led me to look for other toy sources, such as robotoybase.com. Now, this is a Chinese e-tailer. I had some trouble with it at first, trying to order on it. PayPal would not allow me to order through this site. I think they thought somebody was trying to steal my money or something. But thankfully, I was able to reach out to robotoybase at their email address and get in touch with the guy who runs the site, Tony, and he and I were able to work out my purchases over email and PayPal. He was a good service there. I got some harder to find things off of the site. I still go back to Tony, and it's a good resource. So if you've been collecting for a while, you are familiar probably with the fact that there are official third-party and KOs of official products. When I first started, I was uncomfortable and didn't like the idea of purchasing KOs because I wanted to support Hasbro and Takara Tomy, the original manufacturers. My opinion on that has broadened. I now buy things that are KOs. I still support Hasbro Takara. I don't know that I have a single bot in my collection that I have a KO of that I don't have the original of. So, you know, however you feel about that, that's up to you. But when you're looking for older figures and you're looking for them at reasonable prices, you may have a hard time finding them. And KOs can be a way to get those at cheaper prices. Now, it is buyer beware when you buy these things and where you buy them from. Like if you buy them from eBay, you have to be careful about the sellers. You have to, you know, evaluate whether it's worth the risk to you, and you know, look at that feedback and look at their percentage of you know, people that approve of their dealings on eBay. So definitely, you have to do your research. You have to be you know, smart about it and not just throw your money at anybody, because I got taken advantage of as well. So be careful not to do that. But searching for those KOs led me to find other sites, such as ShowZStore.com. ShowZStore.com is the site where I really dipped my toes into the KO or knockoff options that are out there. And ShowZ Store has proven to be a really reliable source. They seem to be well trusted by other fans. They have pre-orders consistently ahead of other American e-tailers like BigBadToyStore.com and TFSource.com. One of the buying tips that MixelPix subscriber Nicholas Stein shared in the comments to last week's Menasor trailer video from x-transbots is that if you pre-order from them, you lock in the lowest price they will have on that item if you actually go through with that pre-order. So say an item comes out for pre-order at $100, and then by the time it's actually released, it's gone up to $125. Nicholas says that you will get it at the $100 price. In addition to that, you can also spend $10 to become one of their premium members, and you get 3% back on your purchases as opposed to the 1% back you get as a regular member. So Nicholas, thank you for those two awesome tips. Oh, and a little clarification on that first tip about doing the pre-order, Nicholas says, is that if you do the pre-order and you decide to cancel it before your balance is due, then your pre-order amount will be turned into store credit. And the pre-order amounts for ShowZStore.com, the initial ones, are really cheap. It's like $1 or $2 usually. And then you only have to pay the balance when it's ready to be shipped. So that's another trick. You can cancel that, and then you have store credit. You can go buy it someplace else if you found it cheaper or you don't want it anymore. So ShowZ Store has some good ways to watch the budget when you're trying to get new bots. Just to be clear, when it comes to the bots that you want to buy, I don't care. I'm buying for my own collection. You should buy for your own collection. I want you to enjoy what you get, and I want to enjoy what I get. So whether you choose Fans Toys or XTB or DX9 or you know, Zeta or whatever, buy what you like. And to that point, Chris Mayville, a commenter on last week's X-Transbots trailer video, shared with me that he was able to get his Fans Toys Menasor characters, 3 of them, at Agabyss.com here, and was able to get them at really decent prices. He said he was able to get his Motormaster there for $170, and he was able to get Breakdown and Wild Rider both for $100 a piece. So look for those good deals. You know, buy all over the place. Check out different sites. I've had good dealings with all of these sites that I've mentioned so far. So just to go through some others, just to show you their sites, I have ordered from all over the world. It's not surprising that some of that would be in China, but I've also ordered from Japan. I've ordered from the Netherlands. I've ordered now from Germany. This fan community we have is truly global, and that is really awesome. So don't be afraid to get outside of your comfort zone and look at other websites. Use Google Chrome's ability to translate pages to try to get a read of what they're selling on foreign websites. Usually the translations make enough sense that you can actually communicate. And I've used Google Translate, not that I had to, but I've used Google Translate to communicate to a German e-tailer in German. Not that they were wanting me to or needed me to, they communicated well enough to me in English, but it's a cool thing you can do with Google. So to skip back more into the mainline e-tailers that a lot of people have heard of and use, I've also shopped at toydojo.com. I mentioned that before. I've shopped at tfdirect.com. As you can see here, I've got a pre-order in on RC from Transformers Prime. This is where I got my KO of MP44, though I do have the official release of that as well. You know, got some really cool stuff from here. So go out, check them out, look at those things, and see what you can find that you want to add to your collection. You know, you can find some really cool stuff. I've also shopped from tfsafari.com. I've shopped at bababobo00712. I've shopped at tfsexpress.com. I've recently shopped at robotkingdom.com. I've shopped at Chosen Prime. I shop on eBay. I shop on Amazon.com. I've also shopped on Amazon Japan. And I haven't shopped at these places, but these look like good sources. Toywiz.com. I haven't bought anything from here, but you know, I think Toy Arena is the one where I've found more bots listed that I was looking for. But these two sites are both cool. And I didn't know this until recently, but Fans Hobby has their own website. So if you want to go buy Fans Hobby, you can buy directly from them. So that's very cool. So internationally, aside from Japan, here's the site that I bought from in the Netherlands, TF Robots. And here's the site that I've bought from in Germany, actionfiguren24.de. Also, if you're looking for some accessory items, Robo Toy Base can be a good place. I just found a bunch of stickers there that I'm debating on getting. Toy Hacks has a bunch of stickers, and they also sell items for your dioramas. And finally, there's shapeways.com/marketplace, where you can select Transformers and find a bunch of 3D printed designs that you can print through Shapeways and use as additional accessories or modification parts for all sorts of Transformers. Okay, so whether you are a Masterpiece Transformer fan, or a Transformers Prime fan, or some other kind of Transformer toy fan, then I hope that you found this overview of places that I buy and that I have bought from useful, helpful. You know, if you have other places that you found are great resources and you don't mind sharing them, leave that in the comments below so you can help out us other fans too. All right, everybody, I want to thank you for all of the views and the comments on last week's X-Transbots Menasor trailer video. That was awesome. It was good to talk with all of you geek gals and geek guys about your feelings on X-Transbots, Fans Toys, and DX9, specifically focusing on the fact that X-Transbots trailer is so expensive. And if you haven't seen that, go check it out and leave a comment. If you're a Transformers Prime fan, then you may be excited to know, if you didn't already know, that Carlos Barantas of Prime Animations has been working on a fan film called Transformers Prime Galvatron's Revenge. And we are at a very, very significant point in its development where he is going to share the first scene with the world on YouTube, 7 p.m. on Christmas Eve. As you can see here, they released their second trailer a few days ago, so you can check that out as well in anticipation of the premiere of Scene 1. I'm excited to say that I was the editor on this trailer. I'm very pleased to be a part of the Prime Animations team, and I will continue to do editing duties on the preparation of this movie for its final release, as long as Carlos and team will have me. So a big thank you to Carlos, and really looking forward to seeing the premiere of Scene 1 on his YouTube page here, Prime Animations, on Christmas Eve at 7 o'clock. All right, everybody, I want to wish you, once again, happy holidays. Thank you for continuing to watch. Thank you for subscribing. We have passed the 300 subscriber mark. Thank you for being a part of my Transformers collecting experience, and thanks for letting me share in some of your collecting experience as well. Keep coming back for more episodes of MixelPix Transformers Time Warp, as well as MixelPix Transformers Prime Time for videos about Transformers Prime toys. All right, everybody. Thanks again, Geek Gals and Geek Guys, fellow Transformers fans. I'm Mike, and until next time, happy collecting and happy holidays, everybody.